il Psy Congro. Hey guys, Mizuki here. Oh, DeviantArt, where do I even start with this one? You guys know what it is, right? It's that artsy platform where people from all over the world used to share their drawings, photos, and whatever else they considered art. Sounds cool, right? Well, it was once. Some of the most internet-famous content came out of this digital zoo. Do you ever heard of the Mordecai and Twilight meme? Or, I don't know, Christian Sonic maybe? Yeah, all that madness started here. And don't even get me started on the furry community. Yep, it was a breeding ground for that too. And wait, before any rage on me, let me tell you that I don't have anything against furry community in general. I myself am friend of very lovely people that are into that. But you know, right? There's a lot of different weirdos on each niche. So let's not losing time debating this here, okay? But before we going any further, don't forget to subscribe and smash the bell. Also, follow me on X. I know you want to, so come on. What are you waiting for? Also, feel free to like or dislike my content, as you wish. But something with that button, okay? So now, for a while, DeviantArt was like the undisputed king of art platforms, if I can put this in words. It was a big deal, like the place for creative souls or something like that. But then, the platform pulled a classic oopsie and turned itself into the most cringe-worthy corner of the internet. Only to, let's say, some interesting communities. You know the type. Now, when you land on the DeviantArt homepage, you will see a sea of art that looks innocent enough. But here is where the problem starts. 90% of it is AI generated. Yeah, let us sink in for a second. Every now and then, you find something peculiar that makes you do a double take. And by peculiar, I mean stuff that makes you wonder, who on earth thought this was a good idea? DeviantArt or DA, because, you know, we are lazy, is pretty much a ghost town at this point. Imagining a massive gallery where the walls are just plastered with AI art. And if you squint hard enough and venture into the weird corners, you'll still find some old communities barely hanging on by a thread. How touching. DeviantArt has fallen so hard, it's been banned in countries like Russia, Pakistan, Syria, and China. Seriously, things have not gone well for all their DeviantArt. But how did it get this bad? Let's roll back to the beginning. Back when DeviantArt was actually cool. The site dropped around 2000, back when online art was, well, not a thing. Websites were mostly forums, full of boring tests and links. But DeviantArt swooped in like, hey, we're gonna be all about images, okay? It was like a huge online gallery, where anyone with a doodle could vibe, and honestly, it was pretty rad. It was founded by Scott Jarkov? Yes, really. Matt Stevens and Angelo Sochira, who wanted to build a cozy little art community where everyone respected each other. Imagine that? And for a while, they nailed it. Artists from around the world flocked to it. They even held contests to keep their creativity flowing. Cute, right? By 2010, DeviantArt was massive. People from all over the globe were in on it. One of its quirks is its groups. And let me tell you, some of these groups? Yeah, they are not for the faint of heart. DeviantArt got overrun with weirdos. Like generally bizarre communities started popping up. And the platform, it just let it happen. one of these very odd groups, the Vor community. Brace yourselves, it's all about people fantasizing about characters eating each other. Not in a cute way either, more like swallow it whole. It's as gross as it sounds. And guess what? The Vor community on DeviantArt is huge! Like, why people? And it gets worse, but let's not go there right now. Let's just say, if you dig deep enough, you'll find stuff that will make you want to bleach your brain. Back in the day, DeviantArt used to have these daily challenges where artists would draw stuff based on themes. It was adorable, really, but those good old days are long gone, replaced by this. There were contests with cash prize, helping artists make a name for themselves, and a little money. It was generally a great space for aspiring artists. And then the downward spiral began. By 2011, DeviantArt was racking up 4 million weekly visitors and over 1 million daily comments. The site was thriving, but then the devs got greedy. As always happens, they started adding all kinds of monetization features, like VIP memberships and exclusive content sales. That's when things took a turn for the worse. DeviantArt slowly morphed into a weird underground haven for, interesting communities. Let me just say one thing. Mordecai from Regular Show and Twilight from My Little Pony. Yeah, there's some fiction of those two together. Why? I have no idea. Some girl got so obsessed with it that she made fan art. And then the internet did what the internet does best. Run with it. Customization used to be a thing on DeviantArt, and people were really into it. You could mess around with HTML and CSS, turning your profile into a work of art. Naturally, things got weird, because when you give the internet a bit of freedom, they go wild. But then, in 2017, Wix bought DeviantArt for a cool $36 million. Cue the ominous music. Wix? The website building company? Yeah, they thought they could fix DeviantArt with this thing called Eclipse, a revamp that basically made everything worse. They gutted all the cool features, stripped away the creativity, and turned DeviantArt into this sad, rigid shell of its former self. But the real nail in the coffin came in 2022, when DeviantArt thought it'd be a great idea to introduce AI-generated art tools. People lost their minds, rightfully so. Turns out, DeviantArt had been feeding its AI all the art uploaded to the site without anyone's permission. So yeah, decades of work just handed you over to a machine. And if you didn't want your art to use it, you had to go through the tedious process of manually opting out. Like, excuse me? By then, the damage was done. Most of the actual artists, they bailed. And what's left? A sea of AI-generated nonsense. Oh, and don't even get me started on the weird fetish stuff that thrives there now. Honestly, DeviantArt is kind of a mess. But hey, if you got your own stories about the weird corners of the internet, drop them in the comments here. Maybe we can laugh cry together about it. Anyway, that's all for today, guys. And remember, stay away from DeviantArt unless you're into that kind of stuff. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.